Oh, good, Mark's Goods here, and today I wanted to show you all what's in this. I've just broken my past record for um, biggest flip on a single piece, and it is in this um, bubble wrap. I wanted to, before I send it off, I wanted to ensure that I was happy with how it's packaged, and it seems to be. But that would make a pretty piss poor video of showing you all something covered in bubble wrap. So give me a minute, and I'll go ahead and take it out of the bubble wrap, and we'll go through it. Okay, you all will just have to leave the handle to the imagination. I'm not going to remove that. It takes too long. But I'll show you all the finial. It's pretty neat. So this is some kind of wine pitcher. Wine flagon, I guess you could call it. And it's a quadruple plated piece by the firm Redfield and Rice. The Redfield and Rice doesn't seem to have a lot of pieces that they made. Let's see. Redfield and Rice, New York, triple plate. That's all it's marked on, guys. That's it. But it is quite gorgeous. It's in decent shape. It tilts a little bit. I hope my buyer doesn't mind that too much. It should stabilize quite well if there's like liquid weighting it down. I would think. The inside it's in decent shape. If there was like wine used in it, and it probably was wine or anything acidic, over time it's probably going to kind of eat down that plating, but overall the plate is in pretty good shape. I wouldn't have asked as much as I did if it wasn't. The handle is in fantastic condition. The hinge here. So the weakest parts of a silver plated piece are usually like the handle can come detached from the part where it connects. Like pieces are like soldered right here. You have to be really careful around that. Like never open a piece of silver plate roughly like. Don't do that. You're going to stress the hinge, and when it falls off, it's a pain in the ass to put it back on. Unless you know soldering. And any professional will charge you way too much to repair it. It's not worth it. Finial as well. When I sell something, I'm always trying to wrap them with pieces. Anything that sticks out and is small, guys, it can be damaged from any falls or hits on the package itself, any trauma. You really want to make sure that the pieces get to the customer in good shape. Like I talked about losing 2 ice buckets in the mail, so I went in and looked at my packaging process and looked for leaks I could find, and I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this in even more bubble wrap, at least the smaller bubble, and then keep the same amount of large bubble as a mostly a filler. But yeah, can you all imagine? Rich people have too much cash to spend. Like, I swung for the stars because I could see that this firm was low volume, but also had its fans. So I went for $330, I think that was what I asked for it. And I don't think I paid more than 50 for it, so pretty good score. Um, yeah, it's not. I've seen plate that I thought was prettier than this, but it's not an ugly piece. It's just not my cup of tea, and I'm very glad to see it command the price it did. And yeah, I don't know much about the firm other than it was based in New York, which is it's kind of a novelty for plated firms. Not many of them were based in New York. Oneida was though, but I don't think that they were based in like New York City or anything. These guys might have been. I don't know for sure. Anyway, that's it, guys. Redfield and Rice, triple plated flagon. Apparently, it's valuable. Oh, well, I guess I should tell you all how big it is. I think I measured. It's bigger than my arm. My arm is about 12 inches. Maybe it's like 15 inches tall. Very decently large. And I wonder if they would have sold this and they would have used this for church service. It could have been like a Holy Communion piece, but I don't get that vibe. It could have been, but I don't think so. If you all know more about that kind of stuff than I do, go ahead and leave something in the comments. I'm wondering why it went for so much. If it's kind of like a church thing. All right. Good marks, goods out.